Kyle was 26 years old, and he was already married to 25-year Mary. A few months ago, their daughter was born, and Mary completely devoted herself to caring for the baby, except Kyle didn't want to do the same. When they got married, he directly told Mary that he was not going to sacrifice his freedom because of marriage. Kyle wanted to continue spending a lot of time with friends, go fishing whenever he wanted, or dance at the club all night. Mary didn't really like it, but she thought her husband was right. Why should he sacrifice something because of marriage? The main thing is that he did not cheat. But when a child appeared in the family, Mary was no longer silent. "It's hard for me to be alone. You're a woman. This is your responsibility, and my duty is to work and bring money to the family." "But I'm so tired, Kyle. I need your help." "Where do you get so tired? What's hard about sitting at home and taking care of a baby? Don't make this up." Marie had to sit with her daughter in four walls while Kyle could have fun with his friends all night. She couldn't influence him in any way. Then Marie turned to her mother-in-law for help. The woman backed her up and tried to talk some sense into Kyle, but it was useless. The guy thought they were trying to infringe on him and deprive him of his precious freedom. "When you got married, you might have forgotten about your old life." "Mom, don't start." And then one day, Kyle was again going to meet with friends in the countryside. But as luck would have it, his car broke down and he did not want to take a bus or taxi. He stayed at home with his tired wife and daughter. The baby was crying nonstop and Kyle started to worry. "Marie, why is she crying?" "Because she is sick." "Sick? But why don't I know about it?" "Because you had more important things to do than your wife and daughter," Marie grumbled. By nightfall, the baby became even worse. Then Kyle called a taxi and he and Marie went to the hospital. Holding the baby in his arms, Kyle realized what a jerk he was. Instead of helping his wife and taking care of his daughter, he left home for friends. He had set his priorities wrong, and now he was paying for it. He was scared for the baby. Kyle was afraid that she would get even worse, and that this would lead to terrible consequences. In the hospital, Kyle comforted his wife all the time, held her hands, and promised her that he would improve and would no longer leave them in difficult times. Marie was crying, and he couldn't hold back his tears either. Half an hour later, a doctor came and told them that her daughter was fine and that they had brought the child in on time. Happy Marie and Kyle hugged and kissed, which they hadn't done in a long time. After this incident, Kyle forgot about his nightly entertainment with his friends. He spent all his free time with his family, and he liked it much more than dubious hangouts. When you start a family, you take on a huge responsibility. Family is a fortress that protects you, but this fortress can collapse if there is a bad foundation under it.